Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. So today's look, we have created a nice beautiful dark smoky eye with a little bit of glitter, and then we also paired it with a beautiful red lip. If you guys wanted to stick around and check out how I got this look and what products I use, then let's go. Come on. So I did already do my eyebrows off camera and prime my eyes, and I also primed underneath my eyes today. I just thought it would be much easier to start it off camera. So for my eyebrows, I used the NYX eyebrow pencil in the shade Auburn, and then I just use my Anastasia brow gel on top of that. And then to prime, I just use my Plouise Base shade in number 2. So that's what I've started with, and I'm just going to make sure that I have no creases in my eyeshadow base. So the first shade I'm going to start off with is Slow Burn, which is this burnt orange shade here out of the Carnival XO Pro palette. So I'm just going to start out by placing it onto the outer V of the eye. And I kind of want to shape my eye upwards, so I'm not going to drag it too much down this way. You can see where I'm trying to shape from the outer corner of my eye up into the brow. So I'm just going to start by doing little circular motions just to where I want my shape to be. And then I'm going to start to bring it into that crease area so that we have a nice transition behind the black. So I do have hooded eyes, so I always like to take mine a bit higher up. And I'm also going to do my under eye as well. So I'm just picking up my Jeffree Stars x Morphe JS10 brush, which is just a little flat definer brush. And I'm picking up that same shade, and I'm just going to run it from the outer corner and take it into the inner corner, just so we are all meeting where we're meant to be meeting on the outer corner of the eye. You can kind of see how that's already giving that shape of that pulled back look. Now I'm just taking a 227 by Zoeva, which is a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend out those edges, still keeping it really nice and controlled. I don't want to lose this shape, but I do want to soften out those edges a little bit more. So now we're going to pick up a dark brown, and I'm going to use Intuition out of the same Carnival palette. It's just a really deep brown. I'm just going to use the same 227 brush, and I'm just going to go slightly underneath where we placed that shade before. I don't want to bring this too high up because I want it to kind of blend in to the black. So I'm just starting on that outer corner again and working my way into the center of the eye, and then finally we will make our way to the inner corner of the eye. So I've just placed that on nice and roughly. I'm going to go in with a clean 231 by Zoeva and blend out those edges. And I'm also going to go back in with the flat definer brush with the same brown shade and keep this really close to the lower lash line, and then just going back in with that clean brush and blending out that eyeshadow. Now it's time to dip into the black, and I'm going to take the shade Lights Out from the same Carnival palette. So taking the same 227 by Zoeva, which is what we used to apply that last shade, I'm going to dip into the black, and we're going to start off on the mono lid and just slightly blend, dragging it up and out. So I'm just going to work on building this black up. I'm putting it all over the mono lid, again stopping where my eye starts and just patting that onto the lid. So now I'm just taking a clean 227 by Zoeva, and I'm just going to blend out the black. I'm really going to try and keep this nice and controlled. I'm going to start by doing just small circular motions. I just want a nice seamless blend. I've just realized I've only started on one eye. We may as well just do this one eye, and then I will jump off camera and do the other eye. Okay, so this is what the eye is looking like. I'm just going to blend it a little tiny bit more, just on the areas that I feel need just a little bit more work. And then I'm just going to pick up the same brush we applied the first shade on, and I'm slightly just going to blend over the top of where the black and orange meets, and also drag it down into the lower lash line just so all this blends in together. And then I'm just going to take that little flat definer brush and pick up the black shadow and just slightly drag that on to the lower lash line and connect it to the top there. Perfect. I'm just going to go back in with the 231 and just slightly blend that bottom lash line. So I'm going to go in with this metallic eyeshadow from Australis in the shade Plum Diggy. I haven't used this in a while. And the brush that I'm using is my E55 by Sigma. So I'm just going to place this eyeshadow just where my iris sits and just slightly blend that out. I'm going to go in with another Australis eyeshadow, and this is in Guns and Rose Petals. So I'm just going to place a little bit on like this and just go in with my finger and start blending that out. And then just to finish off that little pop of glitter, I'm going to go in with this Fenty Beauty palette. This is the Killawat foil palette. That's what it looks like here. I'm going to go in with this shade here in the middle, which is called Stone Cold. And the brush that I'm using is the E47 Crease by Sigma. And I'm just going to press this in to the center of the glitter to make it a little bit more pigmented. I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Peach Nectar highlighter with my Real Techniques crease brush. And I'm going to keep this highlighter on that inner corner tear duct, drag it up onto the lid just to blend in with the black, and also down into the lower lash line to blend in. And then I'm going to go in with my Soft and Gentle by MAC, just using the same Sigma E47 crease brush. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that highlight, and we're going to highlight the brow bone. So I'm just going to pop on some mascara, and I always forget to show you guys what mascara I'm using. I'm going to coat the top lashes, and you know what, we may as well do the bottom ones while we're here and finish off the eye. So for eyeliner, I'm going to use an Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Alkaline, and I'm just going to pop that onto my lower waterline. And now I'm going to jump off camera and do this eye and also pop on some lashes. And the foundation that I'm using today is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. So I'm going to mix two because I am quite fair. I don't have any fake tan on. I've got NC25 and NW20. So I've just dotted on a mixture of the two foundations. I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and just start blending out the foundation. Just using little stipple motions to blend that in. This foundation is definitely an OG staple for me. This is what I use for all my clients. I just feel like this, when you are freelancing, you go through a lot of makeup, and this is just the best. It's so buildable, and you can sheer it out if you want to sheer it out, and it works so good on all different skin tones, and you can make it nice and dewy, you can make it super matte. It's just so versatile. So now I'm going to go in with the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. This is more of a hydrating glowy concealer, so if you do get quite oily, I would definitely not recommend this. So this is in the shade Medium, which is obviously going to be probably too dark for me, but I'm going to use it anyway, and then we can just go in with a lighter concealer once we blend this out, just to highlight the face. So once I've placed down the concealer, I'm just going to take my damp beauty sponge and blend this out as per usual. It just gives such a beautiful glow to the skin. So just to lighten up the face a little bit more, I'm going to go in with my Gorgeous Cosmetics Concealer Light Neutral. If my concealer that I popped on before was a little bit lighter, I wouldn't worry about this step, but just because I want to lighten up my under eye area a bit, I'm just going to go in with this. I'm not going to go in with too much, I'm just going to go in a little bit, just a couple of dots, just to highlight that area. So to set down the rest of the face, I'm just going to go in with my Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. I know I've used this in a couple of my last videos. I did order some new powder, so just to change it up a bit. I don't want to always use the same stuff. So yeah, I'm just waiting for that to come in the mail, and we can start trying out some new products, which is what I love doing. I just have staples that I know work really well. So that's why I kind of always dab into what I know works best. So I'm just going to take my Real Techniques setting brush and just pick up some of that powder in the lid and go in and set my under eye area, which is quite hard to do when you're not actually looking in a mirror. So I'm just going to set the places where we place the concealer, underneath the eyes, and also down the center of the face. So to contour today, I'm using the Too Faced Soleil de Tan bronzer in medium deep, and I'm just going to contour in all the usual areas. So down the, cheekbones, also the temple and forehead area, and also that jawline area as well. And don't forget the double chin. And then I'm going to go in with the Soleil de Tan bronzer by Too Faced, but in the deep tan, which is slightly more orange. And I'm just going to take the same brush, which I think I forgot to mention, the F20 powder brush by Sigma, and I'm just going to sweep over the exact same places, so down the cheekbones and the temple area, the, what's that called, the big forehead, also down the jawline as well, just to warm everything up and look a little bit sun-kissed. And then I'm just going to dip my beauty blender into the lid of my translucent powder, and I'm just going to clean up that contour a little bit, so just dragging it from the top of the ear down to the side of the mouth. Oh, that didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work today. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Okay, so while that is sitting there, I'm not going to leave it too long. I'm going to go in and do blush. I'm going to use this NYX palette. I haven't used this in ages. I'm going to do a red lip, I think. So I'm going to go and pick up this pink shade, and I'm just going to hit the apples of my cheeks. And I like to just blend it back into that contour a little bit. And then I'm just going to quickly dust away that excess powder there. So now for highlighter, I'm also going to go in with the NYX Highlighter Palette. It is called the Strobe of Genius. I haven't used this in ages either. I'm going to pick up this shade right here, and I'm going to use my E40 Tapered Blending, which is just a big fluffy brush from Sigma. So I think I want to just place this a little bit more on the apple of the cheek today. You can see the two areas just glowing together. And then I'm going to do this side as well. You can see I'm literally picking up like not much on my brush at all. I forgot how amazing this palette was, and it's drugstore. So much cheaper than some of the other highlighters. Okay, so now we just have the lips to do, and I'm really feeling a red lip today. So I'm gonna go in with Cherry by MAC, and we're just gonna simply line the lips. And now to finish off the lips, we are going to go in with this Giorgio Armani lipstick. It's in the shade Ecstasy Shine. I've worn this lipstick once before, and honestly, it smudges everywhere. So for the purpose of this video, I would wear it, but I would never like to wear this out. I don't think so anyway. But it does have a nice sheen to it, so it's not super matte, which is nice because my lips are so dry at the moment. So to set down a look, I'm just going to go in with the NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. So we have the completed look. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I love the eyes, I love the highlight, and I'm actually really loving this lip. You could also pair it with a nude lip to tone it down a bit and make it a little bit more wearable as well. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye.